Yes, sir. Try that again, my boy.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet, make that get weak. Yeah, you dealing with some wet. Bring a bucket and a mop with this wet. Give me everything you got. With this wet. Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I do a giggle. I'm feeling wild. Look at my mouth. Look at my thighs. All that wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make me dream. Make it stream. I don't public. Make the scene. I don't cook. I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I'll run down on them before I have an eye. Running me, drop your shot, fight your dip. Ask for a call while you ride that thing. Like you really ain't never got a point for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat, foot is wet. Keep on a phone just for pictures of this wet. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep, I need a Henny drink, I need a smoke, not a garbage.
Let's go.
I need a clean corporate with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Cookie ain't one, just like his credit. He got a beard, well, I'm trying to wet it. I let him, now he diabetic. I don't wanna, I want you to touch that. That swing in the back of my token misfire. The sun is going and drying, it's coming outside, y'all. Right on that thing, the cuz behind me, the way that I speak, now he trying to sign me.
Yana, I'm a freak. Handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like he's C10.
Yo. We got it now. Birmingham, let's go. Y'all come on in. Birmingham, let's talk. Where y'all at? We had more people than that 5 seconds ago. Where y'all at? Y'all jump back on. Let's go.
We'll wait on y'all. Let's go.
Jump back on. Birmingham, let's talk.
Yo.
We got a lot to talk about. Let's go. First off, we need for y'all to share this video. We got a lot of folks who are watching these videos and y'all commenting with us and y'all going along with us, and we appreciate all y'all support. But y'all not sharing the video.
Share.
We need for y'all to share this video. Let's go. Share the video. Thank you for sharing the video. We need for y'all to share. Be a sharer.
Come on, tag your homegirls, tag your boys. Let's talk real talk.
We'll be giving out t-shirts to the top fans and different things. We need for y'all to share these videos.
Let go.
We got no sound. We both got sound.
Hey, Tanja, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we good.
Woo! It's hot in here.
It's hot down here.
Woo!
It's hot already. I ain't even saying
My.
Hot.
It's hot. We about to crank this song back up, boy. There's everything going on.
It's hot.
Hey,
let's go.
Cardi B.
All y'all wappers and dappers, let's go.
Wap, dap. Thank you, ma'am. Come on, man. We in the room. Let's talk it out.
Well, y'all. Everybody got the wap.
Everybody got the wap.
Wap.
Wobble, baby.
Man.
Ooh, somebody that shared the wet screen. Shonda. Hey. D-Bell.
Oh, son. Oh.
Let's go.
I drink to that.
Hey. Water. Wet.
Woo.
It's hot.
Hey. Man, y'all let that little song drive y'all crazy over the weekend, man. Get out of here.
I'm talking about porn praise.
Man, that's the
like
first
they ain't never heard before.
That's the first time y'all ever heard some women exploited in y'all life in rap. Oh my God. Man, these folks went crazy over this song that weekend.
Zucky.
I mean,
Man.
what they say, made a mountain out of a molehill.
Oh man, y'all should have been riding with me and my daddy back in the 80s when that Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew were pumping loud and hard in that blue Ford.
Somebody
truck.
said,
They
hey,
rolling with us.
woo!
On that rap, ain't got nothing on Uncle Luke.
Boy, no. They got nothing on short, boy.
But y'all better go back and listen to some of that Two Live Crew.
They ain't ready.
Hey, they ain't ready. They better get ready. We ready. I'm ready to talk. All that action from the weekend. Let go.
Yeah. Birmingham, let's talk. Tag a friend. Share this video. We need for y'all to share. Like I said earlier, we got a lot of people who are tuning in. A lot of people tuning in, checking with us, commenting with us. We appreciate all that. But we need for you to share the video.
Share.
Yes, sir. We have to welcome our special guest tonight, Miss Tanja Has Purpose from Talks with Tanja. If you have not checked out Talks with Tanja, please, right now, go to her Facebook page, like Talks with Tanja, follow Talks with Tanja, and become a follower, sharer, liker, and commenter on Talks with Tanja.
Thank you, Pam.
To have her tonight.
Man, Tanja, let's take it as business. I want to make a beeline into you and last Thursday, and then we're gonna get right on into this hotness. All right. First of all, hey, B-Ham, let's talk. Y'all know who it is. It's Jonathan.
And this your boy Levert.
And we are the host of the livest podcast in the city, where we talk news, we talk good news, we talk relevant news, we talk real news, and we talk from the heart. So these last few shows have been a little bit different. We're kicking out the kinks, and we're now able to get these shirts pumping. So I know somebody's going to win that shirt. We need 25 shares, and the top 25 gets the drawing for the shirts. As you know, we run it with the B-Ham, baby. It's all about B-Ham Blazer.
Yes, sir.
And so, man, I'm so elated, man. I got people calling me from Houston, man. We all up in Houston, man.
Let's make it. Let's make it.
YouTube channel is growing. If you haven't, please go and subscribe to the YouTube page. That's B-Ham Let's Talk on our YouTube channel, where we are live there as well. We had a guy from South Carolina that was smoking hot. Hope he comes back tonight, man, because that was some real live talk.
Yes, sir.
For our on our Friday night show. But without further ado, man, Tanja, first of all, you have a testimony, personal testimony that we heard on Thursday in your battle with COVID-19. It was kind of interesting because we did a show about 2 weeks ago. We had Doc on back to back, and you're masked up. You're doing everything right, and you still caught it. Tell us a little bit about your journey. Just hit us real quick about how that whole process came about and how you were able to overcome.
Okay, well, plain and simple, I did everything right. A lot of people think that this COVID-19 is a hoax, that it's a joke. People, it's very real. Do I think it's a conspiracy behind it? Yes, I do. However, it's real. My son and I, we wore masks, we hand sanitize, we disinfect, we wash our hands, we social distance, even amongst our immediate family, but somehow COVID still found us. So myself and my son caught COVID. We were lucky enough to have mild symptoms, so we didn't have to be hospitalized or anything like that. I never would have known had I not lost my sense of smell. We didn't have any underlying symptoms. We didn't have coughs. We didn't have colds, fevers, any of that stuff. We were just living our day-to-day lives. And, all of a sudden I couldn't smell Popeye's chicken. And I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right, because this Popeye's we talking about. Y'all know we love chicken now. And I can smell that chicken. So I told my son, I was like, look, we got to have a little conversation because he's a kid, you know, and I wanted to make sure he understood what COVID was. So we had a discussion. We went and got tested, and our results came back like the next day that we were positive. And so after that, we did start to experience just some minor symptoms of what COVID was like. But, you know, we're grateful, we're blessed that we did not have any of the night sweats and, you know, problems breathing and things like that. So everybody, please just if you don't do it for yourself, do it for somebody else's health, because there are people with underlying health issues that are really being challenged by this virus. And, you know, I've seen where people have tested, retested, and they still, you know, show positive because there's probably a small cat hair strand of COVID still left in them. So just be careful, mask up, and take this thing seriously because it's real.
Indeed, it is real. And I know you battled some previous health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Did that scare you?
Oh, absolutely. Because my son was just diagnosed with diabetes. He was a preemie. He was a preemie. He was a low birth weight baby. So he already had those challenges in life, just being a preemie. And then we recently found out, maybe the week before we contacted COVID, that he was diabetic. So both he and myself are diabetics. And then I'm a 5-time cancer survivor. So you talking about a scare, like, yeah, that was a scare.
Wow. Well, we're grateful that God's mercy and grace touched you, that
Absolutely.
you all didn't experience any severe symptoms. Moderate is good to hear. We're glad you're feeling better and that you have beat it, which gives us hope and to let people know, hey, this is not a death sentence, you know.
It's not.
It is beatable. Matter of fact, most people who get it beat it. It's just the fact that you can get it, carry it, not know it, and then you can affect someone else. So we're thankful for you and Dooney's health, and thank you for bringing the awareness. A lot of people would have kept that secret. So we do appreciate you sharing that testimony, because maybe you have saved a life just being able to know, hey.
Well, I do want to say this, that after that show, which was by far my absolute most viewed show. So shout out to Facebook land viewers. I mean, you know, I looked today and we've actually hit 2.5K views. So it's still moving. It's still, you know, out there. It's still being spreaded.
Yeah.
But I want to say this. I lost my train of thought. After that show, people actually did decide to go and get tested. Some people, you know, decided, hey, you know, I'm not going to play with this thing any longer. I'm just going to go because, you know, for my sanity. And I've had some people to follow up with me. They have tested positive. They were asymptomatic, so they did not have any signs of the virus, but when they went to get tested, they, you know, ended up being COVID positive. So again, you know, it's completely up to you, but I just say, let's take it serious, because just because you don't look like you might be experiencing COVID, it doesn't mean that you don't have it.
Definitely. We want to make sure everybody's taking proper precautions. We've been talking about the severity of COVID and you know, the actual part about being a hoax and the different things, but I know I've had people who've had it in my family. I've had a brother who's had it, who's beat it. Currently, I got an uncle who's hospitalized right now. He and his ex-wife have it, and I don't think they've had any contact with each other, assuming that they got it from one of the children or something, grandchildren maybe, but it's affecting a lot of different families in different ways. Some people are getting healthy and some people are not. We know that a lot of people have passed from it. It's kind of strange because I know everybody's on you know how we're gonna do, because some schools are starting back. Like I've seen kids going to school today. Yeah. Like they're taking those first day of school class pictures, And we know Georgia opened up last week.
Right.
Paulding High School in Georgia, they had 826 students are being quarantined since the start of school.
Ooh.
826 kids quarantined since the start of school. I saw another school, they said, well, one student infected 25 teachers.
25 teachers. And I saw, like I said, last week, the Mississippi case, the teacher dies. He's my age, right?
Yes, sir.
He's 42. He's a coach, and he's a teacher. I relate to that because I've been, we've been out with the guys. It is real, and with school starting, I'm wondering, like, how much thought are we really taking risks this great? I saw today, man, what was it, the Big Ten? The Big Ten canceled its football season, right? Or postponed. And so that conference is out of the bubble. It's a Power 5. They got money. They got long money, old money. And here we are in the South, and we're still playing games.
Well, you know, the Pac-10, they said the Pac-10 would be closing shortly, canceling their season. And so, so crazy, man. The SEC, you know, big dog, big money, and they're still trying to play. Master Saban came out on record today, and he stated that he thought that Alabama players would be better served playing football because he could, you know, his staff and medical team could better help the kids go through this COVID season than he would if they were not playing football. But see, this is this selfish mindset of masters. You know what I'm saying? One, everybody don't have the same amount of money that Alabama has to take care of all these people. They said they're testing kids once a week, and anybody who has symptoms, they will be tested immediately. But everybody can't afford that, Master Saban. And a lot of kids went on Twitter over the past few weeks. They've been saying they don't want to go home. The running back from Mississippi State, Kylan,
Yeah.
he said that his home is so dangerous and he don't want to go back to his hometown. What do you do when school is out? Where you go when school is out, then, dude? You go home on it? They acting like you know what I'm saying? Like they just from Beirut or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't go back to where they live, and they got to stay in Tuscaloosa, and you got to stay in Starkville, and life will just die if you got to go back to your home. But this the thing. They just canceling football. Like I got students. My niece is going to Bama next week. Like they report to school next week. School's still going on. You know what I'm saying?
School is very much going on. I have a student, one of my seniors from the church, very smart, very bright, chose to go to the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Went and packed their stuff up on this weekend, right? Getting ready for class. What I think it's the 19th, 17th, 19th. 19th, they have to go to class. Now, multiple tests, right? But then when they get there, what's going to happen?
School is not out. That's what I'm saying. They just not playing football to cut down on the problems with football. School is still going on. If Nick Saban want to test his players, I'm pretty sure they're going to still be working out. You bring them in, test them. What are you talking about, Nick Saban? You trying to play football.
You trying to play football.
And you making it all about football. And it's all about that money. And that's why I called you Master Saban when I first started.
Yep.
Because them your slaves, and you slave owner. And we see through all that bullshit, man. Y'all, it's all about money, man. It's all about money. The sad part is these high schools have not said anything. And that is the people who don't have the money. No, they can't afford no testing. It's all on your parents' insurance.
Right.
All American Family Health Care. And they ain't testing nobody. You got to go get your own test.
And Victoria makes an interesting point. I've said this a couple of times. I'm kind of on the fence because when they're at home, they have parties, right? And so now a football team has to quarantine for 2 weeks because the kids went to a party. But now you're at school, you're more controlled, but you're still around other people. So it's just as much.
Bruh, we talking about college. Think back to our college years. We partied like some rock stars. I mean, what we go to school for really? We go, yeah, to get the education, to get the degree, but we go to have some freedom from our parents. We go to find ourselves. These kids going, they not gonna have enough self-control to be mature enough to say, we're gonna quarantine and we're not gonna do XYZ. I don't see it happen.
And that's the thing. It's like Nick Saban, Master Saban, you were wrong because he took 2 of his players out with him.
Yeah.
I mean, man, an 18, 20-year-old kid, of course they want to play football. Of course they don't understand the severity of a life, deadly disease, a virus that can affect you and others around you. Of course they don't. They got dreams of NFL and making money. They trying to play ball so they can get seen and get filmed. The adults, we have been talking about this for weeks. Where is the leadership? Where are the adults?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kids, of course kids want to play ball. Of course kids don't want to miss that because they don't understand the severity of it. Wasn't it a school, Alabama, where they had a COVID-19 party? Who could be the first one to catch it?
Exactly.
Let's see who can be the first one to catch it. I mean, of course, they're kids. Their brains are not fully developed.
Right.
Come on, man.
And Ms. Payne makes an interesting point. To your point, Bert, and Tanja, you may want to share on this one too. Like, we're talking about leadership. We've talked about parents. We've talked about men. We've talked about leaders in general. And it's time for parents to be parents. Because we know that some of the kids at home run their home and go where they want, do what they want. But when their life is on the line, this not play. Boy, go have 2 seats and let's get tomorrow. And it's literally that simple. Like, I know the kids, they don't quite understand, like Bert was saying. Their brain ain't fully function and develop. They want to play. They want to have fun. And this year is just not that year to have fun. I get it. But when your safety is at risk, your life could potentially be in danger. Or you can kill someone else with your carelessness. I have to protect you from you. I got to kind of do the Tyronn Lue to LeBron. I got to protect you from you because you're not going to protect yourself. So, yeah, I mean, parents are not being parents. And unfortunately, some of our children,
parents aren't following the rules. I mean, if we want to be real here, like some of the parents aren't following the rules, and then I'll go back to like Vert said, Master, the I hate to get all scriptural right now, but the word of God says that the love of money is the root of all evil. Man, listen, y'all know some of these college kids and these parents getting paid under the table for real. That money gonna drive them. It's gonna force them. And people saying, well, what about the parent? What a parent? The parents, they about that dollar too.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. Just a little one. My son is playing college football. All right. They canceled his college football season. I took him to register for school the other day. He was set to stay on campus because he was finna be playing football. Well, they're not playing football. They got online classes. Guess what he's taking classes at? From in that room inside of my house.
talk, man.
Hello.
Hey, go have 3 seats.
Ain't no football. Ain't no need for him to be on that campus passing out the catching the COVID. That's all they finna be doing up there.
That's it. Because it only take one person. And as soon as the one person get it, guess what? Everybody else that's there, it's gonna be a rippling effect. So they gambling, man.
But we're talking to the bunch that defy the odds, rebel against the rules, and this generation is quite a different bunch. The culture of this generation is all about information. And I think the misinformation about this particular virus that went out early on has caused a lot of our children to have this conspiracy. It's not for us. It ain't nothing. And when I walk out and I see grown people doing the same thing that my mind is saying, of course, it doesn't make it stick. We got to be unified in this front, and we got to put Saban in this place. Hey, I am a diehard Alabama fan.
We all
I'm talking about diehard. Anybody who knows me knows that this ain't nothing new. But you're wrong on this one, bro.
Yeah.
You're wrong on this one. And,
Yeah.
and I want to see the football, but I do want to see them play life.
Man,
Yeah.
listen, out of the 14 teams in the Big Ten, 12 of the 14 presidents voted no.
Well,
12. And then they came out with an article later talking about some trying to add Ohio State and Michigan or something to the SEC. Ohio State and the president said, we already said we weren't playing ball.
right,
Who you mean you adding us to the SEC? We're not playing ball.
right.
We're not going to take that risk of people dying.
Okay. One of our students, Faith Moultrie, her mom says she got tested before moving in this Thursday, right? Like I said, they're doing multiple tests before they get there. My question to them was, who's going to clean the classroom before and after each class? It's all about the money. Exactly my point, Alabama.
Miles has a hybrid option. You can do 3 options. You can take all your classes online, on campus. You can take all your classes online, or you have the option to do either. You can take all your classes virtually. If you need to go talk to your teacher one day, you might go sit in class, you can do that.
Well, I guess we don't understand what's happening. I understand what's happening. Money rules this world for most people.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see who cares about who. All right? We're going to see who really cares about who. Do you care more about that ring so that you can be a legend and pass by Brian or tie by Brian, or you going to care about your kids more? I get it. Y'all got the money. But money doesn't mean anything.
Testing for the corona don't prevent it.
No.
It does not.
It doesn't prevent it. You can test all you want. It does not prevent it.
And so, there are so many angles to attack this. There are so many, and the thing is, we're not unified on this effort, and that's what's making it hard. That's what's making it difficult. Oh Lord, this dude here so silly, man. Bad man guy. I'm done, man. I'm done. Show. Tap out.
Hey, I feel you, dog. Dog, we'll never have soap, nut, or tissue on the 3rd floor. Never.
Man, you wrong for that too. But yo, man, hey, yeah, no, we honestly though, man, really, in this season right here, man, come on, let's stop playing games. Let's keep it real. Let's do the right thing. And the right thing right now is to put sports on hold. I get the NBA. They're professionals. They make millions of dollars. I get it. But these are kids who have futures. And all it takes is one mistake, Saban. One child. And
James.
you're done. You're done. Forget the waivers.
Do y'all know
Jackson,
that?
Jackson
Do
comment.
y'all know that? Do all you parents know that? All you parents who have children playing high school football, you have already signed a COVID-19 waiver.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that. It's in that paperwork that you sent to Dragonfly. So all of you parents who kids are playing high school football, you have already signed the COVID-19 waiver. Just so you know.
There you go. Man, LJ, what's up, brother Bishop, Pastor LJ? Congrats, man, on your
Yes, congrats.
damn passing the real estate test.
He the Birmingham hustler. He the
Man.
bishop, the real
You
estate
beat me
agent.
to it.
Crazy boys, come on in.
You beat me to it, but I'm right behind you. I see where you're going. I'm following your steps. Side note, what school you went to? I think I already know. Oh, man. But he says this question, man. He says, how can multiple tests for football players and some of our communities are trying to get the results from just one test? just poor use of resources.
Well, I told you, Bama got that money. He said he testing everybody weekly, and Bama got 200 players on the team, so they testing 200 players weekly. Anybody with symptoms get tested automatically. Waco High School, the high school association has not tested one kid. Not one.
Not one. And that there is our reality. The Alabama State High School Athletic Association director.
Oh, hold on. The folk don't know this one now. I don't need to cut you off. Folk don't know this. The Athletic High School director. I ain't gonna call his name.
No, I ain't gonna say his name.
But check it out though. He's not only the director of the Alabama Association.
National.
He in July was elevated to the National High School Federation president. So he's not only running Alabama, he's running all high school athletics in America.
Well, he came out and said, baby, we playing down here.
He said it.
I don't know what y'all thinking about, but we're playing down here. And you see he's following the SEC, right? And so that's where we at, man.
She said she pulled us out. We had a couple kids on our team whose parents have pulled them as well. Had a couple kids, parents have already pulled them and said they're not going to compete this year.
I got you, Miss McLean. But yeah, man, it's real. I'm
I have
glad.
a question.
No, come on.
I have a question. So I'm just curious because where are the Caucasians testing? I mean, you know, they're pushing our lower income communities to go to Legion Field. You know, we're you know, I keep hearing that being pushed, but where are the testing sites that are up and about for the Caucasian communities? Like, I just really haven't heard a lot about that, and I know they're being tested. You know, you can't tell me they're not being tested. They may play cray, but they ain't cray for real.
No, they're not. They're in their areas. You know, at first the testing sites were predominantly in those areas.
And I'm wondering what the numbers are looking like.
Well, I saw an article just the other day, I think it was Sunday, where the Hispanic population now is starting to feel the fever or the hit from COVID. So you have the Latino and the Blacks that are now the brunt of the disease, which all goes back to resources, all goes back to money. The people who have the money get the test. The people who can't get insurance, who have insurance, can get the test. That's not the deal. When it comes down to that ICU bed and they got to pick Medicaid over a Blue Cross, you're going to find out real quick that cash is king around here.
I just wanted to make that point.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Church of the Highlands, UAB, and now that you brought it up, we will post that because we have it. It's way on down, but we'll repost it. Some of the testing sites that are Jefferson County, Shelby County, so that everyone will have access to those testing centers. So, hey, man, I don't want to delay no more.
What? You ready?
Man, you need to crank that thing back up. You need to crank it back up, man. We about to crank it back up. Tag everybody. Let's get it.
Certified 7 days a week. Wet. Make that get weak. Yeah.
Hey. Well, where they at? No. Hey. Where they at? Where they at?
Beat it up, baby. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Tap your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I can't keep it. I'm feeling wild. Look at my mouth. Look at my thighs. Where it's wet. Come take a dive.
Man, come on, man. That is not the nastiest song I've heard in hip hop. I mean, that ain't top 10, buddy.
No, bro.
Man, they made a big old deal about this song, man.
Yes.
And everybody wanted to talk about this, and I saw it all over the news and internet, and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, and they act like, they act like they had invented prostitution or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that is not the top 10 nastiest hip hop songs. Just so y'all know, I can give you a list.
Well, man, we didn't bring this pretty young lady on here to talk about no COVID. She talked about it. We finna talk about this. Wow. We tap title than Women in Power, baby.
Women and power.
Women and power.
Because I think that is a part of the issue I saw this weekend. What you say? What you think, Tom? What you think?
So listen, man, ain't nothing new under the sun. This, I mean, why we even having this conversation? Real talk, like this ain't new. You know, this been around, and I don't see what the big deal is. You know, we all are familiar with Hollywood entertainment. We know that sex sells. You know, hey, I'm a female and I love the song. I think it's pretty hot. I think it's pretty dope. You know, it got a nice little beat to it. I don't even know the words, but I just like the beat, you know, and I'm jigging to it. So I got it, man. What's going on? What's up?
Hey, it's hot.
This is what I got. I saw a lot of people, you know, I mean, okay. Cardi, she came out a couple years ago. We know her background. She came from the love and hip hop. We know she had the stripper background. Okay. But she been bossing though. She a boss in hip hop. Big boss. All right. Meg Stallion came in last year. She hot girl, that thing, hot girl summer. She got big, you know, did a track with Nicki, you know, the wave, all that. She bossed up. Not only did she boss, I seen her go to court. She took her former manager to court and sued him about her paperwork. That's boss move. I ain't even read what Darius said. What he said. That's boss move. And I think that has something to do with some of these guys. And I've seen some women hating too.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I believe. Oh, they're hating.
I believe men and some women, because I saw women. I didn't really know this till I saw Trump come. Because I saw women saying women are supposed to be in power. Men supposed. I saw Trump followers say that. So y'all wonder why Trump got followers. I saw some Trump ladies say that. She was like, you know, a woman. But I think some men and some women have adopted this mindset and this thinking, and they saw those two women boss up and do what men have been doing to women since hip hop was invented.
Well, yeah.
All right.
So come on with it, man. What's your take? I know you've already processed.
Listen, we got our Foxy Browns. We had, man, Lil' Kim. Let me tell you something. Man, Lil' Kim, you couldn't tell me back in my college days never about Lil' Kim. Man, I loved Lil' Kim because she spoke out. She made, as a woman, she really did empower me. See, people got to stop looking at the negative connotation of it just because these women, okay, yeah, they're half dressed, you know, but guess what? They had on stockings. I bet the church mothers didn't even appreciate them for wearing stockings in the video. They get mad at not coming to church with stockings, but they had stockings on and they looked very classy with their stockings on, you know. But here's the thing, we got Betty Wright. You know, she might not have been a rapper, but guess what? Betty Wright talked about it. Now, come on, y'all. Y'all know tonight is the night that you what? Make me a woman. That wasn't holy. That wasn't, you know, that wasn't nothing that, hey, I'm telling you what I'm talking about now. You know, so that, you know, why are we making such a big deal out of it? Listen, everybody has a right to their opinions and how they feel about the song. Don't get me wrong. It's not for everybody. And if it's not for you, guess what? Stay in your lane. Stop coming over in these folks' lane because Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, they not sending for y'all. They not asking y'all to watch their video. They're not even asking you to play their song on the radio. I mean, you know, we're living in a time now where they, you know, you can listen to it on what? Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. I'm just saying. So if it's not for you, then let it not be for you. But listen, I'm not angry at what the women doing, man. They ain't doing nothing that these dudes have done. You know, we've accepted men singing songs about us, degrading us, calling us bees and hoes and all this kind of stuff. You know, but then we got a female crew here coming on with the song start off. There's some hoes in this. And truth be told, let me take something out club days, especially some of y'all women. Because when that song came on, there's some hoes in this house. We on the dance floor.
Hey,
We putting that our home, girls. We like, well, you want, you know. So let's not get brand new. You know, again, it's all about, don't forget where you came from, man. Listen, these girls are, this is who they are. And they're about their money. Like, you can say what you want to say. Meg Thee Stallion is a college student. I'm not talking about somebody that's already finished school. I don't think that she has at this point, but she's a college student. She making money, man. She about this paper. She about this paper.
Hey, when I saw what puts me into the Stallion is, I remember that Players Club, cuz Diamond, getting that grind on.
You gotta make that money, but don't let that money make you.
What she was doing? She was on the pole.
That's right.
Hey.
Okay, Vert. Okay.
Hey.
Here's only one place where we can go to see pretty girls doing shows, doing tricks to make us holler on a given night.
Hey. You know what I'm saying?
That was over 30 years ago.
And
man.
that's what we was doing. We was in the club like this.
Man, that was over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man. Shoot. Hey, man. So, I mean, okay, because you brought up Lil' Kim, right?
Yeah.
And I remember we were freshmen. I was a freshman in college.
Yeah. Sophomore year.
Oh man,
We
remember that album cover? That
Woo!
picture was everywhere. Hey, I was in Atlanta.
Rumble with the
I was
beat.
going to school in Atlanta. That Lil' Kim poster was all over underground.
Everywhere.
You couldn't go nowhere in Atlanta without seeing that picture.
But man, listen here. There wasn't a dorm room with a female, a dorm. I know at Sparkman, Lil' Kim CD was on replay. That job was on repeat. Everybody was, but no time for. I mean, you walk into they in the lobby. It was Lil' Kim season, and then at the same time they were Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim. What?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Y'all know how they got. And Lil' Kim was just as graphic. Okay, she was very graphic about her entanglement.
Very much so.
Okay.
I mean,
Man.
so again, like, what is it? Is the problem? Is it that you want to silence women's freedom of speech? Is it that you don't want us to talk about how we feel? I mean, we're in an age now where we're comfortable with our sexuality. We aren't boxed up anymore. We aren't afraid to, talk about our sexuality. And back in the day, it was like quiet as kept. You couldn't talk about stuff like that. So it just goes to show the kind of world that we live in. When it's something that works for you, you're good with it. But when it doesn't work for you or it makes you uncomfortable, then you're not good with it. Again, that's all a part in knowing what's for you and what's not for you.
Right.
You're not forced to. And what's crazy about it is the people that I'm seeing complain about it a lot are some of the people that, that are the holy rollers. They got so much to say about the song. Why y'all listen to it anyway? Right? I mean, if it ain't for you, don't listen to it. It's simple.
Why listen to it? Say it again. Tell one more time for the people in the what? Back.
Right? Why listen to it?
And so I know a lot of parents are saying that, Cardi and Meg are bad influences on their young daughters. I've heard that. Okay. So, have y'all ever watched Love and Hip Hop?
Bruh.
Like, the TV shows are some trash. Like, Cardi B come from Love and Hip Hop. Like, the trash just didn't start with rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember watching her like on Love and Hip Hop, and I didn't really watch the show. I just saw her throwing them hands a couple times. Like, I knew, like, you don't mess with that girl Cardi. Like, she throw them hands.
Hey, the soul is.
I mean, but
missing the underlying messages. They just underlying messages in some of the cartoons that they children watching. SpongeBob, all that stuff. Man, listen.
Man,
Are any of those shows empowering
No.
our young daughters? Okay.
And the thing about it, Tanja, I want to kind of beeline into an area because they just highlighted in a way what's already been done, right? But I want to give them credit because I was, it was funny to me. Like I watched it, I was like, man, they are wilding. But then I thought about it on another level. They just took some of the power away from male rappers. Because if I can put myself out there,
Come on now. Come on. You
say, did you call me that in all your videos and all your songs been about B's and H's for 25, 30 years? And then I come on and say, I'm that. I'm that. Right? Stallion got a song, The, right? And if I do that and I take that power away from you, not only are they taking the power away from the male rappers, hear me, because I thought about this on another level. They're taking the power away from Hollywood. Because now you can't tell me what to put on because I can do my own video. I can doggone Soulja Boy this thing. I can doggone NBA Youngboy this thing. I can go make a YouTube video. I don't need you to be all up in my directions no more. I think because where we are in this area right now, they just gave Hollywood one of them uppercuts. Now, don't get me wrong, Hollywood is Hollywood.
Yeah.
But they just snatched a piece of they on the table with a piece of the pie.
I mean, you know what? To me, it's the expectation. Like, it didn't surprise me. What I'm really shocked about is that some people are actually surprised. But why? This is who Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, this who they been. I just seen somebody say, don't conform to this world. So here's the thing. For those people that are complaining about it, right? Don't conform. If you don't agree with it, don't conform to it. You don't have to. It's conforming is a choice. If I go to the club and they drinking and smoking and doing what they do, does it mean that I have to drink and smoke because I'm in the club? No, I could very well went to the club because I like music. I might want to go in there and bob my head. I might want to throw my hands in the air, but I gotta conform. Huh?
You bob your head?
Yeah. Ooh, Bert. Wow, Bert.
Why, man? Why? Whoa! Popping
On a handstand.
Hey, lay it down.
American bandstand.
I mean, come on, man. Too Short. Got doggone. These are the tales. Right? And then one of my favorites.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't. If you don't know about that one right now. Man, they put themselves in the room. All right. They might not be at the table, but they definitely got in the room. They can join the likes of hey, Eve was kind of hot too now. Eve wasn't slacking in them lyrics.
Oh, Eve was hot. Oh, she was a rough rider. Come on now.
Hey, let me tell you this funny thing. You might have been in the car with her one time. I remember my brother lived in New York, right? And so he came down one summer and we was riding around and we would listen to that Trick and that Trina. And he had never heard the real version. He had only heard the radio version. And boy, when Trina came on, his face changed in the backseat of the car. Because he was like, oh my God, she said all of that. Y'all never listen to Nan, the nasty version?
You know now.
Do the things that I done. My 5 or 6 best friends. You don't know Nan.
Hey, and what she call herself?
The bad.
The bad.
Baddest.
Hey, and when I first started teaching, all my students, they used to fuss and argue about they was either Trina or Nicki Minaj. Every last one of the girls was fussing about them two girls.
Now, wasn't nobody making no big deal when they came out with that. What it was? Throw that D.
Hey!
Ain't nobody complaining about that.
No.
But it's okay because it's a man saying it, right?
And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because and I can bring a little history to it just to give it some flavor while he's over here scrolling through the video search.
Please.
This ain't new. This been going on for at least 100 years now. The flapper movement, right? When women start to move away from traditional norms, they start cutting their hair. They start wearing short shorts. They start wearing stockings. They start being smokers. This was the time, 1920s. Matter of fact, it was 1920. Get it? 2020, 1920, and it dropped. So they were called flappers, right? And this was the beginning. These were the women that pushed for the right to vote. These were the women that pushed for equal pay. These were the women that took male jobs during World War I. And now you see this elevation, this leveling, and beginning around the 1970s, women, because don't get me wrong, the civil rights movement was also about women, just as much as it was about black rights. Women have put themselves in the chatterbox. Typical norms, stay-at-home mom, take care of the kids, be subservient, be submissive. That gone. That gone. We living in a new day. Man, what you trying to look for, man? Cause you know,
I was just laughing.
Well, listen, I was looking up the definition of the word entertainment, right? And it says action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. Entertainment. That is what this is. You know, these people are paid to be entertainers, right? Just like Beyonce. I mean, I don't see any difference in what Beyonce does than what Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, because she wear the same outfits, if not more revealing. You know, but you know, hey, Beehive fans, I ain't mad at y'all, but she's no different. But listen, what happens is these people, just like, oh God, help me, Holy Ghost, help me with this one. Oh Jesus, oh, help me, Holy Ghost, right now. I'm gonna say it. Just like on Sundays, when the pastor get off work, he take off his uniform, he take off his robe, he take off his suit, and he go home and be with his family and live that life. You know, we all have, we don't know what these women are like behind closed doors. They could be the best mothers in the world. They could be the best wives in the world. They can be better wives than some of us that, you know, that dress from the turtleneck to the, you know, stocking holes and all that stuff. You know, we got to learn to stop looking at the outside of people and know the inside of them. You know, I've had the pleasure, like you, Jonathan, of listening to Meg Thee Stallion, you know, do some interviews. And man, listen, she ain't slow by a long shot. She's very intelligent. You know, I don't know about Cardi B, but I will say this. Cardi B is a hustler. Cardi B, she ain't slow either, because guess what? She came to love and hip hop on a mission. She didn't come to stay on that show. She came to get out that strip club and to be a rapper. And guess what she doing right now? She out the strip club and she a rapper. She making money, man. So we got to stop. You know, that's what's wrong with the world. We so busy judging folks on the outside, on the outer appearance, what they look like, and we don't know what's on the inside of them.
And the same thing when John talking about the flappers of the 1920s, and you know, everything coming full circle, a century later, 2020s, the same thing. People looked at those women like, ooh, she fast, ooh, she loose, ooh, why she got on that short skirt, ooh, she smoking cigarettes, ooh, why she want to work, why she want to be like a man, ooh, all that. She need to be at home and be a mother, barefoot and pregnant, all that. But you know, some of these girls just want to be in the club, man, and they just want to shake that thing.
And that's what it came. What should I say? Like the shit.
Oh!
You a motherfucker. Free code. Hey! Bitch, you motherfucker.
Oh.
Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him tonight, man. Y'all better come get him.
I just want to show y'all there's some stuff out there that WAP can't touch.
WAP
WAP can't touch
WAP
some
can't
stuff, but
And what that would tell and talk about tell the club up. That would tell the club up. But Mincy comes out with some good flavor right here. I'm a stay-home mom, raise my kids, but I don't live in a box. I'm college educated. I have a professional career, and I love the culture. I'm 48, and I love trap music. I came up embracing hip-hop. Yes.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that, cuz nothing.
a big push against trap music. I know a lot of folks who hate trap music because the influences of trap. But like the music that we grew up on is worse than trap music. If you don't believe me, go pop in a Bone Thugs and Harmony CD and tell me if you can't see Satan jumping off the CD on that baby.
Man.
Go listen to it now as an adult.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Satan will jump off the CD on that thing.
And make sure you hear, because I don't know if they heard you said it so fast. Make sure they heard.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Any one of them. Go
Bone
grab
Thugs
one
and
of
Harmony,
them.
yeah. Hey now, we smoking on hay in the middle of the barn. Yeah. Hey in the middle of the barn.
And you know, Brother Hammond, what's up, man? ATL.
I love this content. I'm so glad you put that up. I love it.
Women in power is synonymous word in the Black community. We're speaking of entertainment right now, but as far as our community, who got it? Women hold more power.
Who run the world? Girls, who run the world?
In this country. Man, I know everybody want to get that. Ladies first, go ahead. Cause
Ooh, ladies first.
You got something to feed off that?
Look, I love the comment. I mean, when are we going to accept that women have power? I mean, the world just don't want to accept it, man. Look at what's happening right now. We got women running for president. Although we don't have our first, woman president, but we got women running for president. We got women that are the mayors of, some towns and stuff. We got these judges and, women are in positions that we never thought or expected that women would be in. So yeah, women in power, walk that. Let's walk on that. We got power, man. And not only that, truth be told, if we want to stick to the entertainment side of it, that WAP got some power too.
They do. And we got to talk about that too. But I'm going to get Robert's comment because I think we got to connect these dots. Listen, man. In our community, it's no secret why our sisters got the power. Black girl magic is real. Black girl magic is real.
It is.
Y'all rock the vote. Y'all rock the homes. They rock the careers. Jobs now would rather pay a black woman the top dollars before they pay a black guy, man. Because they understand that as long as I can take the head and crush it, I understand that I can take out the whole community. No knock to our females, no knock to the movement and the feminists, but there are just some things that, we're going to have to just reconcile. And I think the place and position of where women have traditionally filled those roles, we're going to have to address them because women, we got judges. The vice president could very well be a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we can say that, but it's a possibility. It's about 6 of them on that. Man, y'all come get him, man. Hey! That's why you said you gotta see it. Hey!
What we gonna do with Birdman? Woo!
Hey!
Hey, you already know Pimp C said he want to see.
Okay, so I want to touch on this comment right here. Janelle Payne says that's how we differ from kids today, but we had heavy parental influence. Now, I agree with that. And then I agree, but guess what? Like, I have a 9-year-old son, right? Perfect example. I have a 9-year-old son that goes to a private Christian school. I put him there for a reason. I put him there because I didn't want him to be exposed to certain things, right? I'm just being honest, you know. And so I think he might have been in first grade, second grade, I don't know. But we ride one day and I hear him over there rapping something. I'm like, where you hear that at? Because I know I don't ride, you know, I don't ride to rap music or anything. You know, I believe it or not, contrary to popular beliefs, I roll to the gospel stations. But you know, my son over here rapping, I'm talking about he know lyric from lyric, word from word. And I'm like, where you hear that at? You know, because you ain't heard that from me. And he said, at school, Mom. He was like, you don't know this song? And I'm going, okay, so it's time to make some changes. So, you know, I'm not going to let these streets handle and teach my son. So guess what I did? I started to ride to rap music. I said, I'm going to have to keep up with what's going on because I need to know what my child is, you know, listening to what he's been around so that way we can have healthy conversations. So parents, you know, we can't keep our kids away from what's happening in the world because they're, you know, they live in a different environment than we do. They have technology, they have their own cell phone and tablets, they have all this stuff, so they can get a hold to this stuff no matter how much parental controls we put on it, how much we try to stay ahead of it. So at this point, what I chose to do is to, you know, start having healthy conversations and even talk about some of the stuff that these children listen to. Do you even know what you're rapping, boy? Do you know what they talking about? Yeah. You know, we got to get real with our children. You know, we can't, because again, they're not, you know, Miss Payne, you're right. They don't have the heavy parental influence we have, because guess what? Back in the day, my mama was at home with me when my dad was at work. Now you got single mothers raising 4 and 5 children at a time. You know, back in the day, you know, yeah, they had 13 children, but daddy was at work and mama was at home. So everything has shifted. We're just not living in the same world that we lived in back then.
I want to give a different example or a different. Okay, so like I always talk to my kids and let them know rappers are fake. They're entertainers. It's not real. Just so they know, like, these guys are fake. You know what I'm saying? They like Lil Wayne got a college degree. You know what I'm saying? Master P got a college degree. These guys are not stupid. They're not, you know, dumb. So understand that. So we have to get those part out. But like some people don't understand, like I grew up like listening to this stuff with my daddy. Like my daddy, I used to ride with my dad and we listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all talking about, like you can't listen. Man, dude, me and my dad, we listen to this right here. He be like this.
I know your daddy like WAP.
Shake that ass, let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, let me see what you got. Just shake that ass, bitch, let me see.
That's what I grew up on right now.
Wow.
That's what I grew up on. Me and my dad. I ride the car with my daddy.
Yeah.
Listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody that grew up listening to that with their old folk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My daddy was not the blues man. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was not that guy. He's still not. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a car with him now, he probably owns some boosters or some Webby. Hard. You know what I'm saying?
What it is, girl? What's up?
So listen, I just got this message, man. This one right here, woo, yeah, it's good. So listen, we talk about the lyrics, you know, because I heard people talk about the lyrics and WAP and all this stuff, but listen at this. It said people say way more than that when they're having sex in private, but they criticize these rappers for saying it publicly. Boom!
Boom!
Let's talk about it.
Hey, nah, nigga.
Come on now.
You, dude.
Let's talk about it.
So, hey, y'all gonna get on my daddy, boy. Hey, little B, come on, man. Hey, we gonna get on my daddy, boy. Y'all want some of that barbecue?
Oh man, I'm straight tonight. Dog, no barbecue today. Man, okay. All right. Man, so what our homeboys, my little cousin just kicked on and he made a straight joke at Burt Daddy, man. So shout out Lil B, man, barbecue, man. I already know what you're talking about, cuz I'm talking about week. But okay, hey. Yeah. What about that language in the bed? Because let's talk about the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because that's what she talking about. Whoever it was, him, her,
Yeah.
dude. Tell me what they said. That's one lie.
So you wanted the barbecue money?
Nothing.
What did Cardi and the Stallion say that was a lie? Man, dudes will go crazy over that good.
Yeah, that walk.
We call it whip back in the day. Hen peck. They call it whatever they want to call
And
it. We know
macaroni
what
and
that means.
cheese.
She got that clink clink. That Whopper Chopper, man. She said some stuff in that thing, boy. Suck it like a credit card. I'm like, whoa! Wait
It's
a minute.
another little dangly thing back there.
I'm
You,
talking about it like a
you
credit
heard
card.
that?
Boy. Hey,
Whew.
she was. I mean, hey, shout out to them. Tell them how they like it.
Man, that ain't
Boy, like a credit card. Hey,
y'all boys, y'all forgot.
and shout out because I saw a comment on Facebook and I was just weak. One of my friends, she called. She said, hey, "Y'all, Daps better not say nothing." Basically, y'all don't know nothing about this, Daps. You can make what you want with that one. Hey, y'all know that the sugar wooga comes in and makes it. Man, dudes been killed over that thing. And then what? Let's talk about in the act.
My dude, these girls be fighting each other too.
Dude, well, you know, the day we live in, they fight and kill over that too. But man, hey, they gets it in. They fight, they kill. A lot of people say go back to Genesis.
What do you want me to do with it? Don't matter, just don't matter.
I'm done, man. Show over. Y'all get me out of here, man.
What is this BET After Dark?
It has got to be Master P the Chronicles Part 3. Boy, hey, man, it's some
I
stuff.
thought that WAP was so nasty. It was the nastiest song ever.
Man,
Y'all said it was the worst. I mean, y'all dedicated a whole weekend to dragging Cardi and Megan. You know what I'm saying? A whole weekend just dedicated to dragging these two girls. Like they the first ones to rap about having sex. Are we serious?
Whoa. Hey,
That one ain't got no clean version.
they ain't no clean to that one. But real talk. So they said it out loud, but you say it at home. What's the difference? In the store, I don't care about it in public. Don't act like. Man, come on, that Paul action be great. You looking up like, wait a minute. No. Some of the best ever, boy. Y'all know we ain't lying. She said, whatever. Get it how you live. You want me to dress up for you? I'll play the nurse. I'll put on the heels. So there's nothing wrong with what they said. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, did y'all hear this girl named Erykah Badu? Who walked down the street in the video? In her birthday suit? And don't care nothing about not now one of y'all's comments.
No, you know, man. Did you remember how crazy women went when D'Angelo took his shirt off
How does it
and
feel?
showed his D-line?
Oh,
He didn't even show the whole. He didn't even get the women went crazy. D'Angelo was #1 album of the year.
Hey,
Hey, I was saying
off the cover.
off the song, off the one
cover.
video. Yeah, act like this ain't been going on, man. This ain't nothing new.
Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
All the women went about Prince. He had his hair permed just like them with his heels on, looking like Halle Berry Jr. And hey,
You know, sometimes I really think people just be upset because other folks are not afraid to say what they are scared to say.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and that's being real. All jokes aside, I think some of it could be mild jealousy, because these women are bold enough to say some things that some women wish they could say, but they can't because you know we don't live in our own truth. We don't walk in our own truth. The truth of the matter is, it's some women that's just like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion in that video, but you'll never know it because they put on this photo op. You know, they put on this mask of being prim and proper, and nah, you know, y'all know, come on, y'all know how they used to say back in the day, you know, like my son, you know, I'm not a pastor, but you know, some people consider him a PK kid, but they don't know nothing about doing it for real, doing it off the chain. He off the rip, man. Listen, I'm telling you, like I go through my boy phone, I might see a picture of Meg Thee Stallion in his phone, and I'm like, little dude, if you don't get this up out your phone, you know, I'm proud now. Don't get me wrong, because I'm glad my boy.
Hey.
But you know, I'm just saying, you know,
Doing it.
people live these superficial lifestyles, and again, I think that's the problem with society, is that we're just not true to who we are. We live according to how other people feel or think that we should live. We look like what other people think or feel that we should look like. You know, for years, as you all can see, I'm on my lock journey. Well, I wanted to start this journey many years ago. However, I did not start a journey because I was in corporate America. I was afraid that if anytime I went for a promotion, I wouldn't get it because I was embracing, you know, my natural hair. I mean, it's just it is what it is. But we have to learn to embrace, you know, who we truly are, and that's what we get our freedom. Victoria, I like that lady in the street freaking the bed. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but own it. You know, own it, because you know that's the problem. The ladies that's the freaks in the bed don't want to own it, but the freaks that's in the bed, they owning it.
Hey, what goes on behind? Hey, what my boy? You don't know what the nose goes when the door closed. If you met her, same thing.
Come on, like this.
Like corn on the cob. Check in with me.
Hey,
And do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg.
hey,
Pussy is my name, sex is my game.
hey,
Let's call the boys,
Hey.
let's run a train.
hey. Ow, there it is. Get crunk with it.
Hey,
that-
just taking y'all back
hey,
down memory
hey,
lane a little bit.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
corn on the cob,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Give y'all a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just getting y'all memory going.
Man, I ain't gonna let you have all this fun.
Cuz, no, don't come over here, cuz. Stay over there. You know what I'm
I can't
saying?
let you have all this fun.
Yeah, man. Cause y'all ain't like this. Man, Cardi B, man, she's a very open sexually woman.
Yeah, she is.
But guess what now? She's married.
Come on now,
She's a mother.
she's a mother.
You know what I'm saying?
She's a
And
business.
y'all ain't can't nobody change for
Mhm.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some folks just will never accept anybody's changes. You want everybody to be who they was in high school or at 22. And some people grow. Some people grow from year to year. Some people change from 6 months to a year. But, you know, if you can't see people's growth, then that's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
if I mean, she took the step. She's married.
Mhm.
She's
Very
a
much.
mother.
very,
She's a businesswoman.
very much.
I mean, it ain't like she's not Cardi on the pole. You can't treat her like Cardi on the pole.
Right,
She married.
exactly.
She's
That's
got-
her past.
this
That's
is
her
her
past.
job.
What she's doing right now is her job. It's her business.
She's a businesswoman, and I think we see the women mogul thing starting to play out. Beyonce laid down the ground road to take it to another level. We've had rappers. Choice. I go back to the 80s. Choice was one of those female rappers that was explicit. But now they're taking it to the next level, right? They're getting past the minimal dollars just to show the bottom. They're showing their business side, their savvy side. They're showing how I can portray this image, but behind the scenes, I am still a mother. I'm still somebody's aunt. I own my own business. I got a husband, a whole husband.
Mm-hmm.
They
And so-
getting ahead.
They
Getting, I was getting some head. Getting some head. I was getting some head. Getting some head. I was getting some head. I was getting the kind of girl that make your toes squat.
girl like
Okay,
me.
can we talk about that?
Hey,
May I?
let's do it.
So that song right there. Let's talk about that, okay? Because
Dum,
you know,
and that's a female who made that song too. Now that was
yeah,
Shaw.
you know. So let's talk about that part for Lacio, okay? So I've heard some women say, that I don't do that because whores do that, and it's not a ladylike. But then, that. But and then you get mad at your husbands and stuff for watching stuff like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, because they talking about this kind of stuff. But you sometimes you got to give a little, you got to give a little to get a little. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have the expectation of him providing you certain pleasures, but you don't want to provide certain pleasures to him because you say, oh, that's dirty little horse stuff.
Hey, I'm a lady.
Yeah, I'm a lady. Real women don't do that. That's why your husband ain't satisfied.
We talking real because that's
We
what we
gotta,
do.
yeah, I'm just saying, we gotta stop making, marriage is about sex.
I got that playlist coming. I already knew it, Maisha. It's fine. Hey, just wait, Maisha. Just wait.
Hey, how you doing, love mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear. Got a sexy ass body and your ass looks soft. Mind if I touch it and see if it's soft? No, I'm just being.
Hey,
Playlist after the show. Birmingham Let's Talk playlist. Go to the page. Check the playlist.
yeah,
We
man.
having a party after the show.
Man, you couldn't touch on, man.
We having a
No.
party after the
She
show.
was getting good. She had her heart pumping. Listen, man, let's talk. Women in power, but we know what they call it. Real talk. Some of these girls and some of these women need to thank them for putting them on game. Okay? They just gave y'all free game, in case you didn't know it. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. The game is to be played. The game is to be told, not sold. They gave y'all free game. Uh-oh. What's up, no? Oh. I bet it was interesting.
I know it was.
I bet you that was interesting. Woo.
Surprised to see.
We don't see that often.
Hey, got them playlists going.
And Taji was saying it, man, like there are a lot of guys that say that. There are a lot of women that say that too. But they just told y'all it's okay to say or to make your man happy. Because believe it or not, man, dudes back here laughing at the song. We find it very comical because they just said what a lot of our professional women don't say. And they just showed you, hey, I'm professional and I'm telling you to put you on game because maybe your game ain't on tight, sis. Maybe.
Y'all ever wonder why all them dudes go to the strip club?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
You ever wonder why a dude would work 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
slave in a factory or a plant somewhere, money, stingy with everybody, but he just go to the strip club and just freely open his hand and give it to a chick? Y'all women ever wonder that?
In their sweat and all that, boy, Chris is coming with. I bet you that conversation, it was nasty. Men argued that it was just flesh and more hygiene than women side of. Okay, yeah, I've heard that dialogue before. It's clean. It's clean. Cleanest place on the body. What did Luke got? Some ain't nothing but meat on the bone.
Oh, yeah, he got 'em, all of them.
Um,
When I was on my college recruiting trip, when I went to going to school, that's what they took us to the strip club.
yeah,
Hey,
that's what they show you. They show you a good time.
I went to school in Atlanta too, so they take your boy to the real boy meet.
Now we're talking. There it is. Woo, shot top. Hey, hey.
With that.
Come on.
What is that?
It's okay. Men want it. They don't want you to be that with everybody. But if you are committed in your marriage, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's the problem? No problem at all. If y'all gonna take that thing to the next, the marriage bed is undefiled, baby. And we gotta stop treating it like it's this sacred place where the thing about intimacy, the thing about the whole thing is, there's some magic that happens right there. For both people, there's some magic that happened right there. Now, what about the women that know they got the good? I'm sorry. I hope that wasn't too explicit for Doom Doom. What about them that know they got the good? Are those the ones that brothers be afraid to approach? Oh, don't do that bottle like that either.
I'm sorry.
The water going down too hard, cuz.
I was thirsty. I'm sorry.
We got we see this culture, they making men like girls, and the women are becoming like the boys. We see this reverse thing, and a lot of guys be scared to approach girls. Like, because she got that fire.
Man, okay. How a girl knows she got that fire?
That's what they think. Somebody done told them and blew their head up. Come on, man. Yes. I remember one chick, man, in Jacksonville, she walked around like she was the BAD.
But ain't girls different when they with different guys? Don't it be different, ladies? They do the same thing for all dudes?
Man, I don't know.
No.
Some girls
They don't do the same thing for all dudes.
No, and no.
No, sir.
Absolutely
No,
not.
sir.
Absolutely
They don't do the same thing for all dudes, cuz. No, sir.
Mm-mm.
Some are just nymphos, cuz. They just know it. Some just like have a high drive, and shoot, they just walk around. I'm talking about the ones that get the piercings and stuff. They on a whole nother level, bro.
No.
Mm-mm.
There's just some things you don't share with everybody.
Well, hey, these are folks that I'm telling about. They walk around like they got the juice box for Santa Claus and for doggone Saint Nick. I'm talking about for real. And so not all. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. I got y'all. I'm still saying I've seen some strange in my lanes. And hey, not everybody can see the dashboard. Women, that's another one. We got one more. Women need to understand that a dude will say anything to keep coming back. All right, man. Y'all about to go into the counseling booth now. Okay. All right. So, yes, Robert, you're absolutely right. And now we have women telling guys whatever they want to hear. That's the problem. That's what we at today. It's the ladies that's acting like the guys. They got the game, and they playing the game well. Hence, the Stallion and Cardi are telling you how to play the game well. I mean, dude.
That mad, man. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so dudes get mad. Everybody get mad when you cut out the middleman. For years, for decades, men have been exploiting women in hip hop. Go back to Uncle Luke. All right. Go back to Bushwick Bill. You go back to NWA. You can go back to all these guys, Too Short. All these guys have exploited women since the 80s. 80s. And see, folks, we talked about Lil' Kim earlier. Lil' Kim was Puffy and Notorious B.I.G. exploiting her. He the one who told her she was gonna rap that stuff. He the one who told her she was gonna wear that. He the one who told her she was gonna do that. Now they doing it. Cut the middleman out. That's why these dudes mad. They feel like, man, all these chicks start bossing up, they gonna cut me out. They ain't gonna need me.
Don't need you. And that's what they're saying. They got it. They took independent to a whole different level. A whole different level. Man. Whap, bap, thank you, ma'am.
Just mad. It's just a bunch of haters. That's all I saw. It's a bunch of haters.
I mean, I didn't understand the hateration though. Can you help me with that, Tanya? Why were the women hating?
Because that's just what women do, man. We just get jealous of each other just to be doing it. Like, you know, if you content and you satisfied with being who you are and you're confident in who you are, then what somebody else is doing, it ain't none of your business. For real, you know. Again, be good with who you are. Be confident with who you are, because we are not all the same, and we won't all like everything. You know, people got to understand that we're not gonna agree on everything. Sometimes we have to agree to disagree and keep it moving. You know, some stuff is not even worth an explanation. Like, this is my thing. When you know a person's heart, I wonder how many people knows Cardi B heart, or how many people knows Meg Thee Stallion heart. You know, how many people know Tanja's heart. When you know people's heart, you can look past the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Women have to learn to start celebrating each other and lifting each other up and encouraging and empowering one another without taking away whoever shine. Man, listen, it's enough in this world for all of us to do, for all of us to be. We don't have to be in competition with anybody except for the person that we get up and look square in the face in the mirror every morning. I'm not competing with no woman. I am not competing with any of my female counterparts. But what I am going to do, I'm going to uplift them. I'm going to encourage them. I'm going to try to inspire them. I'm going to support them. I'm going to do whatever I can, even if I don't like what they're doing. You know, I don't have to agree with everything that somebody does in order to support them. You know, we just got to stop being each other's worst enemy, man. We going through enough. We deal with enough with outside racists, with other struggles and stuff like that, man. Who has time to be jealous or be hating? Like, one thing I don't think people has ever heard me say is, this is for my haters. Because I don't have no haters. You know, if you hating, that's a choice. That's a decision that you intentionally made to do. Because I'm not inviting you in to hate. I'm inviting you in so I can embrace you, so I can, you know, motivate you. And it ain't gonna always be pleasing to everybody. I have some Christians that, you know, that are on my team that I can encourage and inspire. I got some friends from the street that I can encourage and inspire. That's just the balance that's in my life. I know that I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. I know that everybody is not going to receive me, even with doing shows like this. You know, this ain't for everybody. It's some people that'll say, you know, I don't know what she doing. I don't know if she a minister or if she, you know, on this side of the fence. No, I just live a balanced life, and I'm able to relate to both sides of the world. So, you know, if we stop criticizing and being judgmental and work on ourselves, if we work on ourselves more, then we wouldn't have time to concentrate and focus on what other people doing, and making a big camaraderie out of it. Because the truth be told, if somebody was to really get inside of our business and get inside of our stuff and expose some of the stuff that we do behind closed doors, we'll be the talk of the town. We'll be the talk of the world right now. The headlines will have our name on it. You know, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion ain't did nothing to nobody. They was minding their own business. They brought back some fun memories for me because I remember when I was in the band and we used to wear them big old pink curl ponytails and them big, what they call them, y'all ladies, what they call it, the swirl to the side with the, I remember that, that it brought back some memories to me. See, everybody not looking at it in a sexual context or a sexual orientation either. So again, it's all about how you perceive things. So, I just say women, we got to encourage one another, uplift one another, inspire each other, and stop all this foolishness. We ain't got time for that.
Yeah, shout out to all the majorettes out there in the band. High steppers and the twirlers and all that. They be jamming to all these songs. It's the soundtrack to our life. You know what I'm saying?
But real talk, Tanja, we definitely appreciate the insight. You twisted the female's perspective. You helped bring some good balance to the show tonight. Again, we're still praying for you in full recovery. We know that you have to do another process. So choice blessings over you and Dooney. Hey, I want to pray for you and everybody before we get up out of here. But before I do that, let me tell everybody that you may support us at BHAM Let's Talk, all one word. If you would like to sow a seed, you may support us at BHAM Let's Talk. But before you go, look, I want to pray for you and everybody that's experiencing this tragedy.
Thank you.
Let's pray. God, we thank you. We thank you now for just an opportunity of grace, mercy. And then, God, we thank you for extended favor. Father, we ask now in the name of Jesus that you would heal our land, that you would unify this country, that you would bring us together, that you would allow us to experience the power of unity that is found in none other than Jesus the Christ. We lift up right now our sister to you tonight, God, Tanja. We lift up her son, Dooney, and we lift up all those who are struggling and wrestling with COVID-19, who has, God, experienced symptoms, those that are not yet received their results of negative or positive, God, but they still have symptoms, God. Those that have experienced this virus, God, we ask now for your choice blessings of healing over them. Protect now, build up her immune right now, that resistance and that a recovery is in full effect. And then, God, we pray now for our president. We pray now for our mayor, our governors, and all those that make decisions. We pray for our principals, our superintendents, that we'll make great decisions that ultimately bring glory to your name and edify one another. It's in the mighty, powerful name of the Christ we do pray. And let all of us say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. We love you. As we get ready to exit up out of here, if you need to go ahead and hit that beeline, we understand. Thank you again for the time.
God bless you all. Thank you all for having me. I enjoy you guys.
Man, we love you, man.
Appreciate you. Love you. Man, where Rob at, man?
Where is Rob?
Is Robert on here?
Who?
Rob.
Where Robert at, man?
Robert, you on there?
Hey, homeboy.
There you go, Rob. I played it for you, boy.
Shit all up in my belly, y'all some a man that hang the last cars for posted up, nigga off the training camp, flossing in his expedition, thinking he could change the traffic. She on the mission now, checking out the stone blocks.
Share the video, like, share this video, share and like, don't subscribe to the YouTube channel. BHAM Let's Talk. Thank you for watching.
Get a paperwork.
Thank you for engaging.
Both involved. Let's make it work.
Again.
To a restaurant. Might give them the
Y'all know how we do.
Testarossa 92. It's the old school. Headed to a private spot. Get it out the parking lot. Nigga must have knew the bro. But this nigga talk. He gonna tell the boyfriend. What the fuck is that?